I don't know, nothing left for me. So you got a very informative structure scenario about Bangladesh and how country is moving forward. And I hope you enjoy, but maybe someone is thinking, oh, we had left the class today and then we are getting another classes. So, and I can see in front of me the next ambassadors, diplomats, professors, dignitaries. Maybe someone one day will represent the United Nations. Maybe someone can be even Secretary General, Director General of the UNESCO, or the even Human Rights Commission. So, and it's great to be here with you today. And thank you for selecting Bangladesh Embassy today. And you were visiting our embassy, though it's a very small, as our head of chancellery mentioned. It's a very small embassy, and and you will be happy to know one of your alumni is working with us, Daniel. So, and UNAM is a great university, Autonomous University of Mexico, right? Yes. Yeah, it's not only in Mexico, in one of the topmost university in Latin America, and even in one of the ranking university in the North America. So you must be proud of that. And I had the opportunity to visit UNAM, right, Daniel? Yes. And I spoke, right, with Shahidul Alam, like 1 month ago, or in Ciudad Universitaria. Oh yeah, in August, yeah. Main campus. Yeah, I mean in the main campus, and it was my privilege to say a few words in front of the students, and I was accompanied by one of the famous photographer who is the Time Magazine Person of the Year 2018, a famous photographer, Shahidul Alam, as Farhad mentioned, that still his photography exhibition going on in Moralism Museum. So feel free to visit, and we have a QR code for this, and we have a card. If we can share with them, they can watch the photography exhibition. That exhibition focusing on our 50 years of diplomatic ties with Bangladesh and Mexico. Yeah, and when I talk with the students, I can feel that you are the one of the driver of democracy in terms of Bangladesh, because you probably know that we went through a very difficult time in Bangladesh under an authoritarian role, and it was more than 1.5 decades. We were struggling for our democratic rights, dignity, and human rights, and finally we achieved, and it's led by the students. And they're like your age, or maybe 1 or 2 years senior, but they were in the forefront of that movement. And finally we got our new, what is called, we achieved that goal, and the dictator fled to our big neighbor India. So she is there now, and with the sacrifice of thousands of lives, according to United Nations Human Rights Report, 1,400 students, men, women, and children have killed by the regime. And yeah, it was very devastating, but we got our rights back, and you will be happy to know that the country is moving forward now under a leadership who is a Nobel laureate. He got Nobel Peace Prize. He's a prominent economist. And Professor Mohammad, he is the head of the interim government. So he is basically restructured the government and the leading the reforms activities, and to hold a free, fair and credible election. And election is approaching. We will have our next election in early February next year, and that was missing the last more than 1.5 decades. 3 elections were rolled out. So we hope and believe that people can vote and we will return back to proper democracy. And we share same values, the same culture almost, Bangladesh and Mexico, as I can realize that even some food, items is very similar with Bangladesh. And Mexico is culturally very rich, I must say. And we are also, as you got the scenario, we were British colony, and 1947 we got the independence from the British. Then there was British, it's called India, Pakistan and Bangladesh were together. Then again we fought for the another, rights for independence, and we got independence in 1971. We fought for our mother tongue as you know, that 1952 we achieved this 21st February, and for that reason the Bangla is not only is our mother language, the 21st February is an international mother language day. And you saw the Shahid Minar, the monument for this, and it is in Napantla, right, Sylvia?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Napantla mayor, he offered a very nice place, and where we built our Shahid Minar, and every year we are going there to pay respect to the who sacrificed their lives for the mother tongue. So yeah, we have a colorful heritage, as you saw from the slides, but the after even as I was talking to you, the language movement then got independence movement, and then again we have to fight for autocratic regime. So we are fighting nations. So and that is our pride, and we can fight for the democratic rights, democratic values, fundamental rights, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and I am all along advocate for this. So I'm not a career diplomat like Farhad. I was a journalist, and I'm from Bangladesh. I work with the oldest Bengali daily in Bangladesh, and work with a news agency. I hosted a TV show in Bangladesh. Why you can find now maybe. And I basically work with the diplomats as a journalist. I was a diplomatic correspondent. I host TV show titled Hello Excellency. So around many ambassadors, member of the House of Commons, member of the US Congress participated in my show. And eventually I was exiled in the UK because of my free journalism. At the time, for a few days, I worked with the Sunday Times newspaper as work experience reporter. And then I moved. I was in New York as UN correspondent. Then I was trying to go Bangladesh. Then I heard that I'll be detained in the airport in 2016. I seek asylum in London. And then my US visa has expired. So I was very frustrated what will happen but good thing this Her Majesty government, they accepted straight away my residency. But I don't want to stay. Then I went to the US embassy that my visa expired. Normally they have to issue the visa from your country of origin, but luckily I got it, and then I came back again. And I start work, UN correspondent. Then I moved to Washington. I start work with the White House as correspondent, as White House reporter. And basically that was my dream job. And I covered 3 presidents of the United States, both home and abroad. I covered international conferences, summit in the G20 and others. And I always ask tough questions about Bangladesh and the region, and that's why if you find my name, you can find so many things good and bad. So, and I enjoyed that life, but after as I mentioned that in August we got our new rights back, then we got Professor Mohammad Yunus as the head of the government, and I was basically trying to see as head of the government if he can, he take the charge of the country, then country can move forward in a proper manner. And I was in touch with him, and then I got an offer and then I accepted as ambassador in Mexico, not too far from Washington. So my family still are there. My wife is a school teacher in Virginia, Fairfax Public School. And my 2 kids, one is going to college, another is a 9th grader. And now I am spending time representing my country in Mexico, trying to enhance our bilateral relations, trade relations, cultural relations. I believe in people-to-people contact. This is the most important diplomatic, avenue where we can build relationship. And like today's event, now you can imagine where is Bangladesh and what it is, And so this is important to know each other, and that is a good opportunity to know through the missions. That's why we are here. We are here to build network, and networking is very important, and to make relationships, and that to make bondage, strong bondage, and that can work, and we can mitigate a lot of things by dialogue, by discussion, if we know each other. If we don't know each other, then we cannot, come to closer. So this is very important, to know each other, to come and to hear your voice. Just I am talking and you are listening. So this will be a one-way traffic. The traffic should be both way. So you will tell and I will listen, and I will tell, you will listen. And this is the norms of democracy. This is called freedom of expression. So in our country, last 15 years, one man was speaking just, one lady. Boss is always right. Everybody is, flattering her, and that's why she become the autocrat like anything, and to try to grade the power, keep the power by any means. So I hope Bangladesh will return back in proper democratic process, and we will have our new parliament, and you are more than welcome to visit Bangladesh, as Farhad mentioned that he is ready to issue the visa without air tickets. So you are more than welcome, and we can explore. Yes, there is a scholarship program. Many outside students, Bangladesh, many universities are offering. If you can go to the website, you will be able to find that kind of scholarship. And Bangladesh is very cheaper in terms of other developed countries and even Mexico. So you can take that opportunity to study over there, and at least some fellowship you can get and some visiting program. And I have a plan to introduce some visiting programs, mutual, the exchange program, we can say, that one of the group can visit Bangladesh and other students group can come here by the patronizing through this government. So I'm hoping, this is my plan, and I hope in the next, because this is the transition government, so I hope this the new government, the elected government, we will be able to do something about it. And you will be, I'll ask my colleague Sylvia take their names, emails, so you will be our guest list. And whenever we are having any event like National Day, or we are having many events, so you are more than welcome to join, and you can find the other ambassadors and other diplomats. So this is a great opportunity. This year we have so many events, right? We had already we celebrate 50 years of diplomatic relations, National Day, and more than I think around 50 diplomat ambassadors joined and participated our events, and I am also joining. This is one of my routine. Yesterday I went to the Thailand's National Day, so every day you have to have something to be there. So, and I am enjoying, and I am also making network. We have a WhatsApp group of the ambassadors, so that we can easily reach out each other. Like for her, they have others. So it's a good network and good platform, and you can be as I say, the next ambassadors, next diplomats. So be ready. This is your time, and our time is, already I'm knocking 50. So yeah. So thank you very much for visiting us, and we will be with you, and feel free to reach out anytime. And if you want to even visit any other embassy, or feel free to tell me. I can just take my phone and hello, I invite them. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.